Good morning, 2018. I wanted to do a live broadcast this morning as there's so much energy coming in, and I know all of us channels right now are kind of jonesing to communicate our messages to you because it's that exciting. So I wanted to make sure that I went live early this morning, as it is January 2018 here in the United States at least. And we are having our new year today. You guys have you on the other side of the planet, a little bit ahead of us, but I wanted to share with you guys some of the energy downloads that I have been getting over the last couple of weeks, and I really just wanted to dive in this morning instead of waiting until Second Sunday, because as we move into Second Sunday, I'll have all new messages. First and foremost, for any of you guys who don't know who I am by now, my name is Jessica Alstrom, and I am the founder of Transcendence International Consciousness Academy. And I also house a global coaching forum here on Facebook called Quantum Life. And this is where I do my online teachings and my messaging and my guidance. So if you guys are new to me, you can hop on Quantum Life. We've got several different forums for you to kind of navigate through and find your home. And I wanted to get into the message for 2018. And really it's about January, because January is where everything is kind of coming together. Now, over the last couple of weeks, believe it or not, you all have been making serious subconscious decisions. Now, serious subconscious decisions are about settling in and finding the frequency that you are most comfortable moving into this new year. We've all been doing it. It's all been very subtle. Look at the choices you've been making. Look at the changes that you've been making, especially over the last 3 weeks. Have you moved? Have you quit? Has someone left you? Look at how many things have transcended over the last 3 weeks. And that will give you an idea of the navigational perspective that you're moving into 2018. First and foremost, looking at our astrology for this year, it couldn't be paved better for abundance. We're looking at this Cancer full moon today that is really bubbling up with our emotional passion to get us revved up and excited, to kind of catapult us and act as a catalyst for us to move into this new year feeling motivated, excited. We're all feeling like survivors. We're all feeling ready for change. And the last 5 years have really been about you realizing your potential. Every challenge you've been through, every obstacle you've faced, every lack that you have endured, every heartbreak that you've experienced has been about finding that inner being that is the loving self, that is the soulmate, that is the wealth inside of you. As we get let down by the world around us, we realize that it's always been within us. And spiritually, we are being conditioned and we are being groomed for our life's purpose and our life's work. And especially the empaths and the guides and the light workers and the star seeds, we have gone through this all with our own stuff and feeling the feelings of the rest of the world. So we have been carrying that double heartbreak, that double level of insecurity, that double level of suffering along with us on our journey. And as we complete that journey, which really is what 2018 is, it is our integration point. We are officially a 5D existence. And what that means is that we can actually now experience our pure positive potential, if we choose, by acting and becoming that which we know we are in our heart, which the last few months, the last few years has been chiseling away at that old Scroogey heart of yours to open it up for you to really receive and be able to give authentic love, not fear-based, not people-pleasing, not false identities around love, but real, authentic love that's coming from a place of humility and grace and understanding and compassion. And that's what we're going to be leading off with. So some of the messages that I'm getting from Spirit right now is heavily about you're really going to need your body. And we came here to experience heaven on earth. We came here to bring heaven, the energy, the frequency of abundance and potential and freedom and unconditional love down into the planet again and allow those seeds that we've been planting and that we are ourselves to begin to bloom and become the resonant point of that frequency. So with that being said, we have to make sure that we are living that authentic life. We are walking that talk. We are practicing what we are preaching. And to do that, all we actually have to do is take that leap of faith and dive off the mountain and realize that as we dive off, the wings are being birthed from within us. We are moving into the pure butterfly effect, and freedom is literally whatever you make it. Now, why I said that everybody was picking their subconscious frequencies to kind of roll into the new year is because a lot of you are not done working out some of your fear cycles. Some of you are not done working through codependence. Some of you are not done working through survival issues. And some of you are using logic still to kind of hold on to your old identities, and that is wonderful. So what you've done is you've nestled in to the reality that is going to most help you awaken through the knowing that none of that is true. So wherever you're finding yourself settling right now as you move into 2018, whether it's if you've gone back to someone or gone back to something, or you have decided not to go ahead or not pull that trigger, that's totally perfect for you because this is your universe, this is your creative journey, and you will not miss the boat. You will not miss the ship. But I will tell you that as 5D has fully integrated now, and what integration means when I teach it in our quantum learning classes, is that it is about all those ingredients being mixed up now and becoming one. So all of the things that you've worked through, all of the things that you've lived through, you are becoming the essence of all of that. Of all of your survival, of all of your strength, of all of your compassion, of all of your wisdom that you've gained over these last 5-6 years. It's helping you become this person that you are going to be in this new year, that will be able to move passionately in the direction of your purpose instead of being pushed into it when you're not quite ready. You're going to literally be able to lead in through your purpose now. This is your successful action year where you will be able to move out of your comfort zones. But if you found the need to start in your comfort zone, don't self-judge yourself. Judgment is something we are going to be letting go collectively as of this year. And when we let go of judgment, we find unity with people again. We fall in love with people again. I know a lot of you love the animals and the nature and the planet, but you're going to find love for people again. And the reason why is the only reason why you have fallen out of love or relationships with people is that separation, that ego, that conflict, that fear-based energy around not being able to be authentic. And as we move away from that, you have to be able to know where you're starting from. So when you're starting from, it just means what train station you have decided to begin your journey in this year. This is a whole new ball game. All the rules are different. The challenges are literally in your mind. No real challenges exist at all anymore. If you're dealing with challenge, it's here. If you drop into your heart space, take a few deep breaths, move your brain out of fight or flight, balance yourself, go to that place where the solutions reside in that theta energy, which is your higher knowing, then you will be able to connect with your truth. The Cancer energy is all about intuition. So we're going to be bombarded with these psychic abilities this next couple of weeks, this intuition of knowing things before they know it. And this is grooming you for the unlocking of what's coming this year, because we're all going to be moving back into our pure potential. All of you are psychic. All of you are gifted. None of us are more psychic than the other. It's just fear is the veil that separates you from your truth. Fear of your own potential, fear of what people are going to think of you, and that will move out of this year because luckily we have something called the 100 monkey effect. So the more of you that are ready to do this actually set the tone for those of you still on the fence, and you'll be able to ride that wave in. So technically as 2018, anybody born in 2000 is officially an adult now. So all of those empaths that were born are officially allowed to make decisions, which is also going to be a huge catalyst point for us to be able to move forward, because the ones that not enjoying the diversity, not understanding separation. They are all adults now, so they are all technically allowed to make decisions, and that's going to help catapult us even more into this new year. And the second full moon that we have is just literally, and as I explained to you what the Big Bang is, when I wrote that in the comments about what this is about, is we've got 2 moons in January, both supermoons. And this moon that's coming towards the end of January, January 31st, is in Libra, and that's about balancing. So you're moving into your selected train station, which can always switch tracks when you choose. And let's look at it as 3D, let's look at it as 4D, and let's look at it as 5D. And let's ask yourself, what track did you jump on around December 23rd that is going to take you to your connecting trains to help us move into the 7th dimension? That is where we are heading as a collective. And that is where we will take full ownership of our light being energy, and we will totally recalibrate the whole frequency of the universe by doing that. But we've got to do the work, and the work is going to be body-based, because the biggest thing that you have neglected within your life is your own being. So become strong, become healthy, become confident in this body, because this is the body that's going to act as that character that takes you into your potential. This is the suit that you are wearing that is the communication line to source energy. It is the grounding point to Mother Earth. It is the thing that solidifies you as a quantum biological computer and helps you navigate through the path of least resistance and in, through, and out of false beliefs, the illusion of what is real. So when you take care of your body, you are taking care of the planet. You are taking care of people. You are taking care of its animals. You are taking care of its nature. And by doing that, you're representing every single thing that you do at this point, as we've integrated into 5D, is an intention. You take a bite of food, what is the intention of that food? You have a conversation, what is the intention of that conversation? You make a choice, what was the intention of that? Because it's all about the subtle frequencies at this point that are going to navigate you onto the tracks that you choose. As you've chosen the track that you're going to begin 2018 with, it doesn't mean that within 3 days you can't shake your head and say, okay, I made some choices last week, but today I feel like a brand new person. Let's see what it's going to take me to change trains. What is it going to physically take me? Because the physical action of basically saying, nope, I'm done with this experience. I chose this because I got wrapped up in those family emotions of November and December. I was this nostalgic, it's cold, I wanted to nest, I wanted to go back into old comfort zones. But here we are in 2018, and I feel like I have been reborn. Because literally, the Big Bang is these 2 full moons. This full moon that comes up and pushes all of your intuition up, and then the balance point of really solidifying it and letting you just run, take a running step and jump into passion. Because passion is actually the only thing that's going to keep your motivation high this year. Your passion. You don't need to know how to do it. You don't need to know when it's going to happen. You don't need to know who you're going to be doing it with. All you need to know is that you are doing it. And that somehow, something, all of the cast and the characters and the props and the circumstances will land right in your lap along with your action steps. You take 10 steps, the universe takes 10 steps forward towards you. You take no steps, the universe waits right where it is. Because even though we have hit this catalyst point and we are fully integrated now, it does not mean that you cannot continue to re-experience the expression of 3D becoming 4D. And 5D is not about giving up your humanity. It is about embracing it. It is about falling madly in love with wealth. And what wealth is freedom. Freedom to create. It is freedom to become that essence of yourself using the 3rd dimensional objectives to actually help you act out your character. You know, your body helps you feel more confident. Money helps you become more free. You know, your time is allowing you to help more people, okay? And your relationship with yourself is the exact reason why the planet is starting to look inward and starting to realize that it is time to self-govern ourselves. We have manifested the perfect opportunities for us to view our outside perspective and realize that the people who have been governing our world do not have the best interest of love. So as we take that ownership back, we begin to self-govern. And when we self-govern, we become authentic. We become our voice again. We become our truth again. And then the action follows, because the action is very inspired, because it's coming from the place deep inside of you. It's not coming from fear anymore. So this energy report is all about letting you know that the second Big Bang has occurred and will continue. The next 3 weeks is really just going to be about percolation of what your decisions have been and the opportunity. It's like there's 3 weeks of wiggle room, 3 weeks for you to decide what it is and how you want to live. Make that in choice, say the intention, become the I am, act out that I am in everything you do, everything you eat, everything you say, everything you choose. And the universe will walk side by side with you, clearing mountains, clearing oceans, clearing obstacles, and creating that utopia that you've had in your heart since you were a little child, and allow you to walk through that with grace and by the ability to lead and work with people. And that is what we all really want, is we want to help this planet recover from its age of darkness. This is the age of Aquarius. This is the new dawn. We are here. And some of you can remain asleep because it actually helps us continue to desire peace. When some of you still desire to rest and stay asleep, what it does is it acts as a catalyst for us to say, how can I do more? How can I be more? How can I help this person? And that fire, that is the whole reason why we have desire, is to help us solve those emotional and physical and chemical problems of the universe that if everything was neutral, we would not be able to extend our own grace towards. So our desire will only be eliminated when the planet is free. So if those desires are still aching inside of you, that's a good thing. That's going to be your catalyst point. If you found yourself a little stuck right now, or a little lost or confused, it's okay. Just sit down and breathe in the potential that is coming through this planet right now, and that the gateways are all opened, and every door is open, and every window is open, and there is nothing stopping you except your old belief and your old conditioning, and that will be eliminated by default, even if you don't try, but it might just take you a little bit longer, because you're going to have to kind of ride on the coattails of those who are leading that pack. You deserve everything that you've ever wanted, and it is actually in your best interest to manifest all of your dreams, no matter how silly or 3D or real they are, because believe it or not, as you manifest your dreams, and you become the person that you know you are in your heart, you lead by example. You let the ones who are still driven by money and power to understand that there's real manifestation going on. This person who's spiritual manifested all of this abundance. And so what you do is you wake them up by default of looking at your experience. So it is your job to manifest your dreams, and those dreams may change moment by moment by moment by moment, because what's going to happen is all those layers are going to fall off of you. After you get everything you ever wanted, you'll know exactly who you are. But the road to becoming yourself is actually through your desires. So I just wanted to give you guys this message. I couldn't be more excited. I've been jumping out of my skin. I didn't think that I could wait for Second Sunday. But what I will use Second Sunday as a second integration point to let you guys know what is coming for the rest of this year. So take the next 3 weeks. Sit quietly. Quiet your mind. That doesn't mean stop your thoughts. That means get your body out of fight or flight long enough to sit with yourself and look at your choices and look at your circumstances and ask yourself, is this who I am? Is this who I am? Is this who I am? Is this what I want? And if those answers are no, I want you to just take a deep breath, and I want you in that moment looking at what you don't want and I want you to choose what it is you do want. And then I want you to start acting out that behavior in the circumstances where you don't want to be. It's going to be a little bit of a growing pain. It's going to be a little discomfort. But the universe will take your cue and lift you up and put you exactly where you choose to be. We're all doing this together. If you like this transmission or you resonate with anything that I've said, go ahead and join us on Facebook, where we are constantly doing this new evolution of quantum teachings, which is about enabling the highest being within you and allowing you to finally take ownership of the alchemist that you truly are and walk into the valley of light, knowing that you are there as unconditional love, and you're here to be of service, and you're here to be in love, and you're here to receive love, and all of those things. And if you're ready for a bigger education, you can join me in my academy, and you can visit jessicaalstrom.com to learn more about that. And if you're hearing my voice for the first time, jump on YouTube at Transcendence Wellness Center. I have over 300 videos of this type of teaching and how to activate your entire toolkit of your intuition. And I will see you all soon. Happy New Year, and it is here. The light is all here. So I'm so excited for where we're heading. Love you all.